got it. He's shown us his array. Quinton de Kock, it fed some wide ones, easily dealt with those, and then decided to attack Mohamed Siraj with some Quinton de Kock specials. It's prompted a change of pace. Glenn Maxwell into the attack, with the seamers having gone to all parts so far.
You see Maxwell bowling with mid-off and mid-on up, so expect him to go into the surface, given he's got no protection straight. Al Rahul will be all over that.
Right, it's time for the My 11 Circle Adin Naya Adin Bada contest. Make your team on My Circle, My 11 Circle. Join the free live contest and you can win the grand prize of the day. Yeah, tough going. You've kind of been placed in the position here as skipper, turning to the spin. And just about defending, even if, yes, you're attacking in that you want him to take a wicket, but you're in a defensive sort of mode because you're trying to stop the bleeding. Almost an attempt, I guess, to try and reset, but you don't get that time back. 3 overs gone and a lot's happened. So you've got to be absolutely spot on with your start every time. And I say a lot has happened, and in the mind of du Plessis, there may be a lot playing in that, oh, didn't start with Siraju, left Faishak out, should have gone over there with so-and-so, this might have happened. And you're playing catch-up in the game.
Well, you've got to know your opposition too, because LSG love batting first. In 16 matches last couple of years, won just under 87%. That's a serious record, batting first. They've got such a dangerous batting lineup that if they get to 200 plus in this match, we saw the other night they defended beautifully, and then they're under pressure, RCB, against the young quick, who was brilliant on debut, Mayank Yadav.
Who packs a bigger punch? Glenn Maxwell, Nicholas Puran, du Plessis, Quinn de Kock. IPLT20.com/Van Poll. Let us know your thoughts. Pull it back, someone. 4 off, 36 to our loss. It's been a brisk start so far, 36 after 4. 4 bowlers used and back to Yasdayal. 36 and mainly due to one man. Quinton de Kock 30 of 15. And KL Rahul is 6 of 10. So he would want to get a move on. The run rate was at nearly 11 at one stage. The time to say good evening to Anjum Chopra and Graham Swan for the first time in IPL 2024.
Thank you, Kartik. Good evening, everybody. Fantastic over of off spin we just saw. Just get a bit of control back for RCB. After these seamers come on, bowl as fast as they can, go to the boundary. Lovely to see the spinner, Kartik, dragging the momentum back towards the bowling team.
Good change of pace. He already saw Quinton de Kock getting into that position to play a scoop shot and bowl really nicely. Kept it wide, kept it slow.
You just don't go closer to de Kock on that middle and leg stump line. The way he plays those swivel shots over square leg, over long leg. It's such a strength area and wide outside the off stump.
The big swing, and still a hint of swing there for Yasdayal.
You can see why the RCB bowlers are pitching the ball up, because there is some swing. It's a double-edged sword. He pitch it up and try and get the edge. It's also full enough to be smashed to the boundary. He's got a very simple game. If it's full, he's going to throw the kitchen sink at him, as he does here. The first time this evening, however, he gets beaten.
And that's why KL just walked down. He saw the first ball when he tried to play a strange shot of Yash Dayal. This last ball again. So KL Rahul just walked down to say, settle down, mate. You can punch the ball down the ground a lot better.
In change of pace, again taking pace off. And this is smart bowling from Yash Dayal. Already that run rate has come down. Just 2 good overs, and suddenly what looks like a promising start, a change of pace which Tommy and Simon Katic were talking about, which they haven't used so far. I suppose someone like Yash Dayal is going to be a good exponent of that.
And the only difference, Karthik and Swanee, is the fact that it's very early in the bowling innings that we are seeing from RCB. You expect that to come in the later half, or probably after the power play is done, or between the 10th and the 15th over or 20th over. But for Yash Dayal, utilizing it now, he's probably read the conditions very well. Siraj coming in later, not as an opening bowler.
Oh, straight into that wheelhouse of KL Rahul. And he opens his shoulders with a 6.
Oh, we've seen the ball blitzed all over the place from de Kock, but for the first time tonight, KL Rahul gets into the action. Let's just say right in the wheelhouse, very full. Swing it in. It's just like he was still on the first tee there. Pulls out the driver, hits it straight down the middle of the fairway.
He batted well in the first game, was looking good in that second game against Punjab Kings before guiding one straight to Johnny Bairstow. Goes again this time. Hasn't got enough of it. Plugs. And good work by the foreign duo. Then Maxwell and Faf du Plessis. So 10 coming off that over. 46 without loss.
Noon One offers 0 delivery fee on all orders.
Already some big overs in this power play. 1 over left, and it'll be the off spin. Graham Swan.
It's a superb over from Maxwell last time round. Basically gone into the deck. Simon Katic said, well, the fielders mid-off and mid-on were in the circle, so he couldn't afford to go full. He's a very canny bowler, Maxwell. This is the last ball of the last over. It's a miss hit down the ground, so it can go all the way. Look at the 2 old boys, almost getting it right.
This will be interesting. Mid-on, mid-off, up. You've got a deep mid-wicket, and you've got a deep square. Goes for the sweep shot, and just parried over the ropes by Rajat Patidar. So the attempt was fine, everything right about it, just a touch too short, Rajat Patidar.
It couldn't have been perfectly more placed as it was. That fielder, Rajat Patidar, of the deep square region, just for this stroke. Probably 1 step further back. He ran a couple of steps only to get to that ball. And timed the jump slightly better. You never know, KL Rahul would have been walking back.
Oh, this should be taken. Up in the air. Good catch. So once again, getting that extra bounce, just shortening his length, Glenn Maxwell. And KL Rahul, after hitting a six, will be absolutely furious with himself. So the first wicket down for the Super Giants.
Yeah, it's always a danger against the off-spinner when he's bowling into the deck. You think, fine, he's short, I'll pull the ball away. Not quite short enough. The top edge went straight up in the air, well caught under the lights in Bangalore. Never easy. Glenn Maxwell's arms are wide, he's happy with that. So KL Rahul goes for 20, LSG now 53 for 1.
First wicket down in the form of the skipper, KL Rahul, who's back leading the side tonight. Devdutt Padikkal made the switch over from Rajasthan Royals, got a duck in the first game. And once again shaping up well in the second before finding mid-off in the second. And he needs some runs at number 3. Very similar strike rates when you talk about him as an opener and as at number 3. In search for some runs. Another home run ball. He wants to get off the mark with a sharp single. And nicely turned down and rightly turned down by Quinton de Kock.
Surely because of this, he's already seen his captain hit the ball, trying to hit it long way. But as always, Glenn Maxwell turns out to be a wicket-taking bowler. Didn't bowl in the last game. 2 wickets against the Punjab Kings for 29 in his 3 overs, and he just did exactly the same job. Come in, put pressure, restrict the opposition in that power play, and collect wickets.
And Sean mentioned that he's quite a canny bowler. He definitely is. Subtle changes of pace. Swung away. Does he have any fielder there? Attempt by Mayank Dagar once again in business. So 8 runs and a wicket off that over, 54 for 1. For 1, and Lucknow Super Giants asked to bat first. I suppose they got what they wanted because they like batting first and defending. Simon Catich alluded to it. 160 plus score, and they've never lost a game. Reece Topley back in the attack. They went for 12 in the first over in place of Alzari Joseph. After 3 games, Alzari Joseph had conceded 120 runs in less than 10 overs. So RCB making that change. Tall left armour.
He's a good performer as well in an England. At his height, he's an enormous bloke, so he gets a real bounce. He normally bowls a very good line and length, doesn't give too much width, but in his early over to Quinton de Kock, I must say, it's one of the more difficult players to ever bowl at with a new ball, especially when it's shaping a little bit. If you don't want to get leg side, so he'll pick you up. If you miss the offset, he smashes into the boundary.
Should be taken, is it all? Great effort Didn't time it at all, Quinton de Kock. And Glenn Maxwell put in the effort. Never easy when you're backpedaling.
It looked like he had this under control for a long time, Maxwell. He's not happy with himself. Cock trying to go over the top, the complete miss hit. At this point, you think he's definitely catching that, but had to go with one hand in the end. Just losing it in the lights, maybe, or in the night sky. Fielder of Maxwell's expertise, you'd expect to take that.
In a big swing and a big miss. A big yawning gap between that bat and the ball. Two good openers. Runs for Quinton de Kock in the last game. And he's started off in electric fashion.
Yeah, would have continued in the same fashion had they not lost the skipper. KL Rahul got a 6, and then the very next ball, Glenn Maxwell in no real position to play that stroke. First wicket for the RCB team. Could have had another one as well in Devdutt Padikkal had Mang Dalgar picked it up slightly earlier than he did in deep square leg.
In fact, they could have had 2 in 2 overs, Anju. Had Maxwell picked it up as well.
Yeah, surprising because he was very upset with that effort from the fielder when Maxwell was bowling, and then this is the first wicket that we're talking about. KL Rahul, very poor stroke from a quality batter, from a quality player to play a stroke like that and lose his wicket. Maxwell getting his first wicket. On the very next ball, he could have had another one. Possibly Maxwell was unhappy and he was still in that mindset when he approached that catch from Reece Stokely's bowling.
Terrific delivery. Yeah, what about Quinton de Kock? Another milestone in the IPL for him. Becomes the 23rd player to reach 3,000 IPL runs and the 8th player from overseas. So, lovely milestone for this power-packed left-hander.
And he's done it in style tonight, especially against the new ball. Picking it up over the boundary almost at will, smashing it through the offside as well. Incredible performance over a few years. It's been a brilliant return from Topley. Didn't start well at all tonight. It's over 4 runs from it so far. 2 dot balls and beaten the bat a couple of times. Do his confidence a world of good.
Tidy over. 7 runs coming off it. After 7, the Super Giants are 59 for 1. KL Rahul, the batter dismissed, just telling everyone that there was a bit of extra bounce of Glenn Maxwell into his 3rd. 2 very good overs so far. Bowling to 2 left-handers, that is something which he will enjoy. And just thinking of what he did, or talking about what he did, this was Prabh Simran, and this was from the other end, when he was bowling from the far end. Right now, Glenn Maxwell bowling from the media end or the pavilion end.
And when people say the off-spinner bowling into the pitch, that's exactly what we saw there. It's about bowling a length that can't be driven down the ground. This is just a single. Yeah, you're trying to entice the batsman. You're saying, look, I'm not going to allow you to hit me back over my head, straight down the ground. You have to hit square. You see that bounce, it's going to bounce over the top of the stumps. The batsman thinks fine, it's short enough to pull. But the speed of the ball and the top spin involved means it just skids onto the batsman. It's actually very, very good spin bowling.
You know what's funny, Swanee? We saw Prabh Simran there. Prabh Simran had hit him for a 6. I think a very similar shot to what KL Rahul hit him today. And the very next ball he was dismissed. And very similar to what happened today.
Maybe a bit of premeditation from both batsmen, thinking, right, I've swept to 6, maybe this will be short. But either way, Maxwell is really doing a job for his team this season. 1 for 15, he's 2.4 overs into his spell. In fact, those first 12 balls were within the power play, with only 2 men out. That's very fine bowling.
Has mixed it very nicely. What he's done is, as a spinner, not allowed any batter to get underneath. He's mixed it up, he's bowled quick into the surface, as Swanee was talking about. Just 3 runs so far. Strong appeal. Was it drifting down the leg? Was there a bit of inside edge? Anuj Rawat was moving down the leg side. Just deliberating if they need to take it. So 8 overs have been bowled. The Super Giants are going at 7.75, are 62 for 1. As the Seat Tyre strategic time.
So we're done with the Seat Tyre strategic timeout. 62 for 1. Mohammad Siraj to his second over.
Well, it was a little bit surprising when Rahul got out that they sent left-handed Patkal out. This is the last ball of Maxwell's third over. To Quinn de Kock, big shout for LB. Just a bit too high there.
I'm enjoying the appeal though from Maxwell. He was convinced it was out. A true bowler believes that's out. Thankfully, the wicketkeeper says no, way too high.
He's very animated today. He's right in the thick of things. He's bowled well.
Since the introduction of spin into this innings, de Kock's first 12 deliveries tonight yielded 29 runs from the bat. But look at his score now, he's got 36 from 26, so his next 7 runs have taken 14 balls now. It's all since that man, quick as you can, I'll smash it around, it can change the pace, disrupts the rhythm.
And he's caught hold of that one, another 6. He's hit Siraj 3 times over the ropes. This time a lot straighter.